Welcome to How to Dance with a Partner. Like and subscribe. This is the ladies' salsa left 1.5 turn. First, we will look at an overview, then we will look at the lady steps, the man steps, how it's led and followed, and any other details. For the overview, for the leader, he's just doing 2 cross-body leads. The follower is doing her first 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. She does a half a turn on each step. The second half is just another cross-body lead. This is the normal cross-body lead so far. She's going to do half a turn on each step while he does his normal cross-body lead. He picks her up, and then another cross-body lead going back. The lady steps. She starts, as she usually does in her forward and back basic. She goes back, 1, home 2, home 3. So that was her first half of her basic. And she's going to step forward with her left, and since she's turning left, as we know, we want to turn left on left or right on right. So she's going to step on her left foot and turn to her left, doing half a turn on each step. That's her half a turn, bringing knees and ankles together when she turns. That was 1. And the second half of the turn is called a reverse turn. She's turning on her right foot, that's on the far side. This is her near leg. That's the leg on the other side. She's turning to her left while on her right foot, so she's got to go 3/4 of the way around. And we've covered that in other videos. Another half turn, gets all the way around, points her toe on the third one. So that was 5, 6, this is 7. And then she can use 1, 2, 3 to finish getting around. So that would be her first 3 steps of her next basic. 1, she's pivoting around this foot. 2, 3. Another cross-body lead to finish here. Those 3 steps for the lady are the same whether, in this example, we're doing it from a cross-body lead, but she would do the same steps in an open position. If the leader was standing somewhere else and he gives her the left turn, he does the same 3 steps. Let's look at her steps with counting. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. What we're really focused on is the lady steps. For the ladies, you're doing half a basic, and this is led. 1, 2, 3. Leader's going to ask you to turn left. 1. That's 5 here. So you step on this foot. See how she brings her knees and ankles together? She's not swinging her leg around. It's going straight down her line. And you want to try to get it to a half a turn on each step. When you turn left on left, it's really only a 1/4 turn. All she needed to get around was a 1/4 turn. Technically, it's a half a turn, but if you look at how far around your hip has to move, you'll see it's easier to go left on left than it is the second one, which is to go turn left on your right foot. 5, this is 6, and 7. So you really want to make sure on 7 you're pointing your toe down this line. You're going to pivot around this foot the next 3 steps. 1, that'll be 2 there, 3, back home. And in this case, since he's doing it from a cross-body lead, this is also called an inside turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Now let's look at the leader steps. The leader steps are just the same as his normal cross-body leads. Nothing for him changes. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Since we've already covered the cross-body lead in another video, we won't go into detail with the leader steps any more than that. The lady's left 1.5 turn from a cross-body lead, or also called an inside turn, is led the same as a normal cross-body lead. For the first half of the basic, the leader moves connection that way to ask the lady to step back. Then he moves the connection this way in the lady's forward direction to have her step forward. When he gets out of her way, as you saw in the cross-body lead video, this is the lady's line of dance because she's already stepped forward here. She went 1, 2. So here's her line of dance. As we know from my book, in the law of direction, once the lady starts moving in a direction that is either straight or turn, she continues in that direction until she can't go any further. So 3, she's moving forward. 5. Her hand's not in a terrible position here, but it would be better on the front of the man's shoulder. That again would put her just a little slightly further forward, which would make it just a little easier for her and for him. The leader's asking her to turn left. He's moving the connection around her standing leg. And he's tying this as she steps forward. He moves the connection around her leg. As always, there's no tension or pressure. There's no pushing or pulling. She's doing all of this on her own. And you can see how she's balanced herself. She's not leaning back into his hand, and he's not leaning into her. She's getting the turn signal here. Her hip has already started to rotate. She's already pointed her toe. So he's done leading. There's nothing for him to lead anymore. The rule is, as the connection moves parallel to the floor, she maintains her frame, which she's done here. First asked her to go straight, and now I'll turn. He's raising the hand here. He dropped the hand from her back, so she's released the connection here from his shoulder. First, the releasing of the hand from her back, releasing the connection from the shoulder, will allow her to turn further. Right? If he kept his hand on her back and she kept her hand here on his shoulder, she wouldn't be able to turn anymore. She would be following the law of connection. The follower maintains the connection, and therefore she couldn't turn any further. In this case, since he's dropped the hand from the back, that tells her to release it from the shoulder, so she's free from the law of connection here. And he's also raising this hand on the other side. You can see back here. When the hand is moving up and down, the rule of frame is that the follower allows her frame to change shape. In other words, she has spaghetti arms, and this is not a signal to turn. This is just, she's already gotten the signal to turn. You can see she's already turned halfway. So he doesn't need to lead the turn anymore. He just needs to raise the hand so she can go under it. Here they're just maintaining connection. She's maintaining connection with his hand. He's not maintaining the connection. He's moving the hand, his hand, in a spot where she can keep her hand on it, which he also closed the distance. That's good. That's what we want, so that she can turn comfortably without having to reach back behind her head. See how far forward he's come? This is where we want it. We want you to be for the leaders, so it's nice and comfortable here. So this is a good angle. Now, since there's no tension in the handhold here, she has no stress in her shoulder. If they got too far apart, they would just lose connection. That would be fine because there would be no injury risk. We don't want tension up there. Also, because there's no tension up there, this allows her hand to rotate freely within his hand. And he has his hand ready to put it on her back as soon as, well, he can see her back now, so he's going to immediately make contact with it as she turns. And he's made contact with the back, so this is telling her to return to a closed position. And he's bringing the hand back down to recreate the shape of her frame. She let her arm get caught under here. She should have slipped her arm above his arm here. That's the follower's responsibility. When your hand hits the back, you have to raise this elbow and put it on top of this hand. He's also stopped her movement both in her turn and in down her line. So first he stops the turn, and then he stops her down the line. And he does that by he's blocking her here. And once he blocks her, he's going to move the connection in that direction to send her back for the second crossbody lead. She's already moved back, because remember she did 1, 2, 3. She was here and she's going back. So this is sending back the crossbody lead on this side. Again, this hand should have been, the elbow should have been over here and on his shoulder. Now you can see, because her hand isn't back here, look where her foot is. This is better, right? I mentioned she would be further forward if her hand was on the front of the shoulder. She's in a position where her hand could have been on the front of the shoulder, and she would be this much further forward, which is better. Before she was back a little bit. Now he's going to move the connection around her standing leg to ask her to turn left. And he has to fix it here because she didn't fix it. She should have fixed it, but he's going to fix it. We'll look at this again, the leading and the following. So go back. That's what he asked her, connection that way. Go back. stop because she reaches the end of the connection. He's also blocking there with the other hand. Now he asks her to come forward because he moved the connection in this direction. So it's go straight, and then he's going to ask her to turn left. Turn left. And her rule is to keep going. So when he asks her to go straight, her rule is to go down this line. When he asks her to turn, she keeps turning. Then when she completes her turn, she's going to finish going down the line. So turn, 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 and back down the line. And again, this way too, go straight and turn left. Since he doesn't free her, she can only do half a turn, so instead of the 1.5 turn. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Visit us at www.partnerdancing.com. Sign up for our free newsletter.